Hello beautiful friends and welcome to my trash. Today I'm sharing my June empties. These are all of the products that I finished in the month of June. I've got 4 categories. I've got hair care, bath and body, skincare, and makeup. So let's get started. I finished 19 products in the month of June, and I also have a couple declutters and a little bit of bad makeup science. So let's start with those. 2 things that I am decluttering because either they went bad or they're not working anymore is this NYX Glam Liner in the color, I don't know if there's a color on this. I don't know, it's blue. But it was like a glitter liner and it's just dried up. There's still a little bit of color in it, but the wand is all weird and all of the glitter is gone where it's not coming out. So I'm calling this a declutter and an old. And then the other thing is this Jergens Natural Glow Self Tanner. This is so ancient. I've had this, I don't even want to know how long, but I tried it out anyway. I found it hidden somewhere in a drawer and I tried it and I remembered why I still have this, because when I originally bought it, I was very ambitious and thought, sure, medium to tan. I'll just tan really quickly and skip all of the fair to light. But if you haven't noticed, I'm super pale. So I really need the very light one. So this is just too dark, too streaky, and it's really old. So all of those things combined, I'm just gonna get rid of this. This is going goodbye. So farewell. Okay, and then some things that are still around but have changed packaging. I have this Urban Decay lip gloss. I don't know what shade it is. The sticker is gone, but it was mangled by my dog. So this packaging obviously wasn't working anymore, but there was still plenty of product left inside. So I just depotted it into a little container and I'll use it out of here now. And then the other thing I did was I took this Burt's Bees chapstick in Wild Cherry, and I had 5 Burt's Bees tubes, and I'm trying to use them all up because I really don't like Burt's Bees anymore, and not as a company, I just don't like the chapstick as much as some other things. And so I just have a ton of it and I want to get rid of it. And so I decided instead of just decluttering this one, I would try turning it into something else. So you'll see it's all gone, but that is because I have made a tinted lip balm out of it. So I took the Burt's Bees chapstick, chopped it up, put it in here, melted it in the microwave, and then I added some peppermint oil and some OCC lip tar for some pigment, and turned it into a little lip gloss, or a lip balm. It's a tinted balm, which I like much better. The main thing with the Burt's Bees is that, or at least with that one, is that I really like my lip products, or my lip balms, my chapsticks, to have peppermint in them, and I just didn't like the Wild Cherry, so now it smells like peppermint, and it's much better. All right, on to the actual empties now. Start with hair care. I have 4 items of hair care. The first one is this Trader Joe's conditioner, and I didn't actually use much of this as intended, like in my hair. Usually once or twice a month I will do a scalp treatment, and I'll mix a whole bunch of conditioner with some peppermint oil, rosemary oil, and some tea tree oil, and brush it on and massage it into my roots and let it sit as a mask for 10-15 minutes before I wash my hair. And so that's primarily what this got used for, with scalp treatments. Next I have 3 Not Your Mother's products. I really like Not Your Mother's. I think as far as cruelty-free drugstore hair options go, they're fantastic. So my first one is the Way to Grow leave-in conditioner. This is just like a spray-in leave-in conditioner, and it's great. Yeah, it's nice. I like to do that so that it's not as hard on my hair when I brush out the tangles when it's wet. Along the same vein, I finished the Naughty to Nice conditioning detangler. I feel like these serve the exact same purpose. So it took me a really long time to get through both of them because I use them in the same way. This one feels like a leave-in conditioner and this one detangles really well. So yeah, they're kind of the same, but I finished both of them. And then last in hair care is the Not Your Mother's She's a Tease Volumizing Hairspray. I don't really use hairspray that often, especially now that I've trained my hair and I don't wash my hair very often. I don't like to use hairspray because it stays in until you wash it out and it just gets hard to brush through. But I will say that as far as hairspray goes, this one's not a bad one. It is really easy to brush through. It is a firm hold, so I mostly use this at my roots when I tease my hair. So there we go. I probably won't repurchase any of those. I might repurchase one of the detanglers. Yeah, probably this one because I really like this sprayer. I think that Not Your Mother's is changing all of their sprayers to this design. So yeah, I will probably repurchase one of the Detangler leave-in conditioners, but I'm not sure which one yet. Okay, let's move on to bath and body. So I finished up a shower gel, which is exciting. It's the Body Shop Coconut Shower Gel. It's a shower cream, so it was like this really, I don't know, kind of jelly cream. It wasn't not super lathery, super sudsy, but works fine. I mostly used it to shave my legs, and it worked really well for that. It left my skin feeling nice and moisturized after that. So here's that one. And then I finished my Schmidt's Coconut and Pineapple Sensitive Skin Deodorant. I really like this. I really like the Schmidt's Sensitive Skin Deodorants. I tried the regular lime and bergamot one and had a really bad reaction to that. It may have been because that was the first natural deodorant I used, and so it could have been just the whole detox thing. But since then I've been using the sensitive skin formula and I really like it. I like this one, I really like the jasmine one, and I really like the charcoal and magnesium. I am going to try out the native deodorant next, so I'm taking a break from this, but if that one doesn't work out, I will definitely repurchase this. So there's that. Next, I finished up a Victoria's Secret body lotion, and I am on a mission. I have been on a mission to get through all of my body lotions so that I can figure out what I like as far as lotion goes, and if I want to keep that as I will probably keep it as a category, but I was not using any lotion before starting this little project, and this was let's see here. So I've been doing this for 2 months now. The first time I think I finished like 9 little body butters and deluxe samples and just, you know, kind of easier to get through lotions. And then this one I worked on for most of the month, and then I switched to a Bath and Body Works lotion, which I am still working on. That one will be, I'll probably finish it in the next week or 2, and it will go into my empties for next month, but this one is done. I don't really like heavy lotions, and I don't like these super perfumey ones, so this was fine to use for the couple weeks that I had it, but I will not be repurchasing. And Victoria's Secret is not cruelty free, so I wouldn't repurchase this anyway. Next is a lot of perfume, which looks way more impressive than it actually is. All 3 of these bottles just had like a little tiny bit left that, I don't know, I got lazy at the end of the bottle and just moved on to something new. So I have 2 empty bottles of Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb and 1 empty bottle of, I think this is from the Gap. Yeah, this is Gap Scent in Crushed Peony. This was really, really lovely when I got it, and after sitting in my collection for however many years, it was not as pleasant later on. But I really do love floral, like light floral scents like Peony, so I will not repurchase this particular one, but I may repurchase a Peony perfume in the future. Now, Flowerbomb was my all-time favorite perfume for a very, very long time. And so I have had several bottles of it. One of these is probably my original bottle, and then a replacement. I have one more, let's see here. I have one more like travel size bottle, and then about half of a refill of the travel size bottle, and then I will be all done with them. And then I will no longer be purchasing this perfume because it is not cruelty free, and there are lots of other great cruelty free options for perfume in the world. So I will probably look for something in the floral scent category. I did find one from Pacifica that I smelled in the store one day that was I think it's either a jasmine or a gardenia. It's in like a little green bottle, and it was amazing. So that's probably the one that I'll get after I finish the bottle of Flowerbomb that I'm working on now. And then last in the Bath and Body category is a bottle of Trader Joe's jojoba oil. I love this. I have already repurchased another bottle of it. I use it as my main carrier oil for essential oils. I do use essential oils. And so this is my carrier oil for that. And I also use it in my skincare routine every once in a while, and sometimes as a first cleanse when I'm annoyed with my micellar water, which I'll get to. So yeah, I really like this one. Will continue to repurchase, have repurchased already. It's awesome. Moving on to skincare, let's go ahead and talk about my micellar water. If you saw my last video, the Harry Potter and the Cursed Project video, you will have seen that I have 2 more bottles of this. This is bottle 4 out of 6 that I bought. And it's done, and I've got 1.5 bottles left, and then I will be finally all done with all 6 of the bottles that I panic bought of this micellar water. I have definitely learned my lesson to not buy backups and to not panic when something gets discontinued. All okay. So, needless to say, I will not repurchase this. I already have 2 more bottles. I will get through it eventually, and then I'm probably going to try out the jojoba oil as my first cleanse and see if I like that before going out and getting something different. Otherwise, if I wasn't sick of I mean, I bought 6 bottles because I really liked it. It is a good micellar water. It does have fragrance in it, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, probably not great. All of the Embryolisse products have fragrance in them, which is annoying. But yeah, it's all gone. Yay! 2 more to go. Next is this Pacifica Wake Up Beautiful Super Hydration Sleepover Mask. This is gone, but it was just it's like a hydration mask. I actually used it as a night cream, so I just put it on at the end of my skincare every night, and it was fine. It's very perfumey. Not as bad, but there's definitely a lot of fragrance in a lot of Pacifica products. So I won't repurchase this, but it was fine. Next is the Paula's Choice Clear Ultralight Daily Hydrating Fluid with SPF 30 in it. I love this. I love Paula's Choice. They are my favorite skincare brand. I have a lot of Paula's Choice skincare, which I'm not using all of right now because I'm trying to finish up all of my non-favorite skincare products, and then so that I can get back to using a lot of Paula's Choice. And this one was the last SPF that I had. It actually expired before I finished it, so I used it just as a daytime moisturizer for the end there, but I really like this. It's very, very lightweight. It does smell like sunscreen, which used to bother me, which is why I didn't use it up immediately, even though it's such a small bottle, but I'm fine with it now. So I repurchased a different SPF from Paula's Choice, but I may go back to this one in the future. Next is this Algenist Sleeping Collagen. I hated this. It was super annoying to get through. I don't think collagen has any purpose in a skincare item. And the texture of this was really, really weird. It was like kind of waxy, and it didn't play well with any of my other skincare, so I was always trying to like smear it on, and it was just like slipping and sliding all around. It was really awkward to use, very annoying to use. It was just a deluxe sample that got thrown into a Sephora order. So will not repurchase, but I might reuse this little container because it's nice. So I'll probably wash this out and use this for just depotting some different items. Then I have a sample of the Embryolisse Hydra-Mat, which is their kind of mattifying moisturizer. I like this as a primer, and I have a bunch of these samples because when I stocked my Pro Kit, I used to keep samples of this and the Embryolisse Lait Creme. They're just normal moisturizer. I used to keep samples of this so that if I did somebody's makeup and tried this on them and they really liked it, I could give them a sample of it. But I have a ton of them left. I think I've used up all of the Lait Cream, the moisturizer samples, but I still have, I think, like 6 or 7 of these. So I'm working on a primer right now, and then I will probably rotate in all of those samples, use them all, get rid of them, and then move on to my next primer. So. And then last in skincare is this Olli Henriksen Pure Truth Melting Cleanser. I also really, really hated this product. I like a lot of Olli Henriksen stuff, but the thing about this one, it was this really like jelly cleanser that you put on a dry face and rub it in, and it kind of emulsifies your makeup, and then you wash it off, which would be fine, except that you can't use it on your eyes They say not to use it around your eyes, and if you ignore the directions and put it on your eyes anyway, it's not pleasant. So I don't really see the purpose of that. If I am putting on like an emulsifying cleanser like this, I want it to be able to take off my eye makeup. So not a fan, won't repurchase. Glad to see it go. Last is makeup. I have 3 makeup items that are all very exciting. All very exciting that I'm getting rid of them. First is this sleek Fierce Felt Liner. I got this in a little pack of items from Influencer. They sent it to me for review. I did my review. This was fine, and it was a nice liner, but it did make my eyes itch the first few times that I used it, so that's a little alarming. And yeah, other than that, it was fine. I won't repurchase it. I have other felt liners that I like much better, and I'm glad that it's finally done. Next, I have 2 lip products. I'm so excited because lip products are incredibly difficult to get through. So here they are. The first one is this little sample from Kat Von D of the Lolita Studded Kiss lipstick. So there's that, it's done. And also this little mini from Tarte in Beach Bum. It is gone. I scraped it out. Every bit of product is gone, and I'm so excited because this is the first time that I've ever finished like a real lip product, not including samples. So even though it's a mini, it took me forever. I used it exclusively for I think 6 weeks and got through all of it. It was a happy day when I finished. So it's a good note to end on. Thank you so much for watching my Empties video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.